the Biden campaign has made great efforts to work the refs, i.e. us in the media, work other Democrats, work others to try to make hey, if you're going to talk about the Bidens in Ukraine, you better, and almost sort of threatening, you better be careful what you, and all of a sudden the House managers did more on this than any other entity has done. And I got to think if any other news organization did that, the Biden campaign would have flipped out.
Well, Chuck, first, I bring you greetings from Earth 2, and it has felt like, as we've been chasing Biden around Iowa earlier this week and New Hampshire today, that we have been on a different planet sometimes. There's this conversation happening on the campaign trail about Social Security, his spat with Bernie Sanders over that op-ed on corruption.
Right.
But obviously, this impeachment issue is looming overhead, and the Biden campaign is using it to their advantage on some level. They're going both on offense and also playing a little prevent defense, as you mentioned. On the offensive side, this morning, the campaign launching a slate of new ads in Iowa that really double down more urgently on that argument they've been making about electability. The new 30-second ad says that this is no time to take a risk, that we need to put our best candidate forward against Trump. But they also know that they're entering a potential moment of peril here. You mentioned the number of times the Democrats mentioned Biden yesterday. Right. The president's legals team, their memo, their brief mentioned Biden 180 times, including footnotes. And so that's why you've seen them take a different tack now in the Senate trial than they took in the House trial. They feel like they need to be more aggressive, as you say, in working those refs. And they also have insight into what the House Democratic managers are doing.
Right.
And so that's...
Is there
they feel very pleased with how they presented that case.
There is some coordination between the House managers and the Biden folks?
What the campaign says is they're not in the room like the president's legal team is with Senate Republicans, but obviously he has some endorsers, some allies in the House Democratic caucus and in the Senate, and so they have visibility into what they're doing and what they're planning.
Hey there, I'm Chris Hayes from MSNBC. Thanks for watching MSNBC on YouTube. If you want to keep up to date with the videos we're putting out, you can click subscribe just below me or click over on this list to see lots of other great videos.